Babes, Banshees, and Non-Binary Ghouls, and welcome back to Babes and Banshees. And today we're going to talk more about our Karen stories, and then we'll read one of our Karen story submissions sent to us in our email. And if you want to email us a ghost story or a Karen story, or both, then send it to our email. We got babesandbanshees@gmail.com. We've got the Instagram, because that's an option now.
And Facebook.
Well, it's a Facebook page, but we got Facebook.
You can still write on the wall.
Yeah, you can still write on the wall and shoot private messages. So, we do have all of those going, so look at us being bougie.
Yay.
And we have our Spotify up and running. I forgot to post the last episode.
Ma'am, you are fired.
Oh.
That's okay, because I actually tried to post one of our clips to TikTok, and it was me realizing it's not a candle, it's rocks.
Oh, yeah.
I tried posting that, and it said that it wouldn't post it. So I was like, what the? I want to post it.
But I want it.
It's like, why won't you let me post it?
These are things I want.
So I was a little upsetty, so I'm going to figure that out and hopefully get that one up soon. Because that one was hilarious. It starts where we're talking, and then all of a sudden, oh no, Seymour! And then it's not a candle.
No, it used to be a candle.
I mean, it used to be.
Oh, and, we're also going to have a deep dive. Now, I know we said that we were going to do a couple other deep dives, but then we discovered that they are a lot more intensive than we originally thought. So you get a surprise deep dive. Yay!
Yay! But also, I did find something while I was cleaning my living room this morning.
Ooh, what did you find?
Are you ready to feel old?
Oh, I already feel old.
Are you ready to feel really old?
Oh, God. You found a cassette tape?
I found a cassette tape.
Oh.
And here's the best part. It's Queen.
Oh, my God. I love that.
So it's my stepson's. I would let you smell it, but I would not recommend smelling it.
Yeah, there was a certain type of nostalgia smell that I don't know holds up after it's been almost 30 years since you sniffed it.
Yeah, plus, the fucking old, gotta find a pencil or something to wind it up.
We still have number 2 pencils? I've got mechanical pencils.
I mean, mechanical pencils, pretty much just anything to stick in the hole to wind it up.
Low-hanging fruit.
Wind it up.
Wind it up.
I love that girl. I forgot her name, but she is hilarious. She has Tourette's. And I see her all over TikTok. And she'll be sitting there and, doing something. And all of a sudden she'll go, wind it up. And I just die. And then there's another one that I follow. His name is the Tourette's guy. Oh my God. I think I sent you a couple of his videos. But with him, he cannot hold eggs.
Oh, God.
Anytime he gets an egg in his hand, he'll, and then throw it up to the ceiling.
His body just rejects that reality.
Pretty much. And then his kids decide that they're going to give him a chocolate, those big chocolate eggs that are hollow. His kids decided to give him one of those. And he was sitting there holding, trying to be careful. I'm done winding that up. I'm done with it. But I found it, and I figured I'd make you feel old, and of course all of the other people that we see feel old. I found a cassette tape.
We should show that to the boys, because, they probably have...
They probably have no idea what a cassette tape is.
Oh, my goodness.
But anyway... So the kids give him the hollow chocolate egg, and he's sitting there holding it like it's delicate. And he's just sitting there, and then cracks it on his head. And I'm
God.
Oh, I'm dying of laughter at this point, but I'm also trying to be quiet because it's 2 in the morning that I'm seeing this. My husband's passed out next to me. So I'm I need to get off TikTok and definitely get away from the Tourette's guy because that was just
too much.
That was hilarious.
Yeah, and honestly, it's so funny having that. So I have a group chat on TikTok with her and our other friend Brandy, and it's just so funny seeing the different sides of TikTok we're on. Because, like, I noticed that yours definitely has a lot more of, like, the silly, goofy stuff, and I'm like, hey, not a horror reel. For once I can actually show you something.
Right.
But
then hers are, honestly, what are hers?
Mostly, there's a lot of wildlife ones, but then
fair.
hers is a lot of, like, let's go on girls' trips and kill my husband.
Yes. Yes. And honestly, and I've sent a bunch of, like, girls' trips once, especially with, like, hot pots and, like, different countries and sushi bars.
I've recently sent a couple of girls' trips ones, but I haven't really gotten too many of, like, girls' trips. But I got super excited about the mocktail one because I was like, oh, I can finally join in for drinks. Because for reference, I don't drink. That's not something that I do.
It's very rare that she ever drinks. And a lot of the times, if you make her a drink, she'll do the straw test and be done.
Yeah, like, I don't... like, I will sample it and be like, wow,
that's
did
really
great.
good.
And then just pawn it off on someone else. I have... Well, and, like, I'm gonna be honest, I actually haven't been drunk since I was 17.
Yeah. About 17, 18.
About 7. Yeah, because I think it was about 17, 18.
Mm-hmm.
Because I had... it would have been when I was 17, because it was when I had just moved out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, like, a fetus.
Yes, you're still a babes.
I know. So it's been almost 15 years since I've been drunk.
I was gonna say, you did have a couple of shots at the last bar that you worked at.
That's fair,
but you
like,
also weren't drunk. You
yeah.
You had, like, that good, like, buzz going.
Yeah, I had a little bit of the buzz going, and then I was like, okay, that's good. I'm good.
I'm good.
But...
See, the one that you really liked the most that I made was the cinnamon applesauce.
The cinnamon applesauce was pretty good.
Other than it was Fireball.
And then there was one that my old coworker had made. Her name is Tawny. And
okay.
she made this lemonade lavender vodka spritzer, and she used a blueberry vodka. And I'm like, yeah, it was actually pretty good. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been trying to find a blueberry whiskey so that way I could recreate it for you.
I have a blueberry whiskey.
Oh, do you?
Blueberry Crown.
Oh, God, yeah. So, like, honestly, it slaps. And I'll have to make it for you one of these days.
Yes.
Especially when I get mint leaves, because she threw some mint leaves in that.
Ooh.
And I think that was, like, I actually finished the drink, and I was like, it was good. It was a nice, like, summery drink and felt good.
Right, and seeing, as soon as you said that, I was like, oh, that sounds good, and then you said vodka, and I'm like, fuck, I can't have that.
But, and the reason that I realized that I needed to stop drinking was because I am not friendly sober. I am less friendly drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, which always surprises people because they're like, oh, you're so nice. And I'm like, because I'm not annoyed.
Yeah.
My socks fit right today. I don't know. Like,
right?
normally I am just...
It's like nobody pissed in my Cheerios.
Yeah. And, like, that's one of those things that it's really hard to explain of, like, yeah, I am just generally, like, I try to be friendly.
Yes.
But, no, honestly, that's one of those things that, like, I know that I have definitely struggled with in the past is, like, how angry I would get. And I still struggle with it.
Right, and, I mean, I do, too, to a point, because it's, like, depending on my mood when I drink, depends on what happens, because the last time I got really drunk, I went to the other diner that I worked at, got pretty much like I was drunk the entire time.
Oh, shit.
And somehow still managed to work, but I was drunk the entire time and ended up making an ass out of myself.
And that's one of those, like, oh no, I'm humiliated, but also, like, fuck.
But they also understood what was going on.
Yeah.
And so last time I went, one of the girls that works there saw that I was there, got all excited. It was like, is that Shay? Oh my god, that's Shay! Got all excited as soon as she comes walking through the door. She comes running up to me, gives me a big ol' hug, and she's like, how are you? Are you okay? Are you doing good?
Yeah.
Like, she was calm.
Just checked in on you and, like,
but made sure I was
situations improved.
Yeah, just making sure I was okay because of last time I was there, I was drinking very heavily because I was still grieving of the loss of my mom, and I knew better and I shouldn't have done it, but I still did because I'm away from my husband, I'm away from my rock.
Yeah.
And we just buried her the day before I left, and then
Yeah.
of course it was my grandmother's death anniversary the day I left. So it's like I buried my mom, it's her death anniversary, like all of these emotions are going on. It's like I could not function. So
Yeah.
I was like,
But also, like, it's gotta feel good that most everywhere that you've worked, every time you go in, they're like, oh my god, it's you!
like everybody's excited to see me, and I love it because it's like I did feel like an ass, and then I did apologize to her. I was like, I'm sorry for last time I was here.
Yeah.
And I profusely apologized to her, and she's like, no, I get it. You were going through a lot. Like, I know you still kind of are, but are you better?
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, I'm better. I've actually learned how to kind of cope with some of my pain, and I learned how to do my nails. Or
Yeah.
I was doing my nails. Granted, I have not done them in a while.
I'm kind of in the same boat of my hair. Like, yeah, I did that dye. But first off, very salty about that dye that I got because it said that it was a long-lasting, would last for up to 3 months with regular washing. It lasted a whole 2 weeks. And that was the brand that I used to always get. So that was the
Right.
one that I consistently always got. And, like, it's true. It would last up to about 3 months before I would have
Right.
to do any touch-ups, and that would just be root touch-up mostly.
Mostly, yeah.
But I think they changed the formula after bringing it back because
It hasn't been the same.
no,
I've noticed.
it didn't turn out the same green that it did before. Because before it was a dark green the way I like.
Yeah, it was like a darkish green to where it was like kind of light but kind of dark at the same time.
Yeah.
And then, but no, so it's like, and I have dyed my hair by myself too, but it's like at the same time, with how long it is,
Yeah.
it's like, it's hard for me to do it. Plus, I'm up like this trying to do my hair, so
Yeah.
my arms get tired, and it's like, I need help.
Yeah, and then I'm over here like, hey, I've got all the supplies. Because, like, even with me having all the proper supplies and stuff like that, it still takes us a good couple of hours just on your highlights and lowlights.
Yeah.
Because we don't even do the full thing. It's just literally from, like, mid-scalp down.
Yeah,
We do window
so-
pieces.
Yeah, so about here, like above my ear down. And last time we did my hair, we did like a ombre.
Yeah, we did do the ombre turned out really good.
It did, and everybody loved it because, well, they loved it, but they said that they saw more purple than they did blue.
Yeah.
But it's like, I did get a dark blue and not a light blue, and I think I should have gotten a light blue instead of a dark blue.
That's okay. Next time we'll try the light blue.
Yeah.
Well, and
But-
I actually found one recently that I'm wanting to try. Because it says that it's a deep emerald green, which is the color that I
Usually, yeah.
enjoy going. But it's got 4.8 stars on Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, that's a little, like, I'm willing to trust that a little bit more.
Right.
Um,
But at the same time, it's like, do I really want to test my luck?
right.
Speaking of green, your mic is green.
Oh, Mike is green.
Well,
Oh,
it was.
well, yeah.
It was for a second.
Yeah.
But no, and a lot of people did like the hair, or the color in my hair. Husband did not.
Yeah.
But it's like, I was going through a phase. It was, I was doing my nails, so I was focusing on that, because I learned I am not ambidextrous.
But also, as a side note from friend with the psychology courses and everything else behind that, a lot of the times, especially it presents itself in women a lot of the times, of the constant changing of hairstyles, nails, things like that, outside of like the regular maintenance that we prefer.
Right.
A lot of that is taking control of situations that we can control in uncontrollable situations. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a way of self-soothing, but allowing us to be able to channel that for a health, like we're finding healthier ways to make changes.
Right, because it's like, Yeah, it took me forever to grow my hair this long. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people have seen it, and like there's people that haven't seen my hair down.
Yeah.
And anytime I show up and my hair is down or just in like a normal ponytail, they're like, I did not realize your hair was that long. And I was like, oh, right, because you only see me up, in a clip or in a poof or a bun.
Something, yeah.
Like, it's up. So it's like they don't really get to see me with my hair down.
And I think that's why I'm getting so excited about my hair getting longer, because, like, I do enjoy the short hair.
Mm-hmm.
And I also have gotten a lot of comments of, you always put your hair up. Why don't you just cut it off? Because I love the updo. But I also love being able to have it down and feel flowy and, all of these other things. You tipped over the fan. Okay. But I love being able to have it be flowy and things like that.
Right.
But the updo, I love doing a good updo.
Right, because it's like, when it's short, you could do certain updos and make it look cute.
Yeah.
But it's like when your hair is a mile long, literally, I can pull my own hair with my butt.
Yeah.
With how long my hair is. And I've done that working at the bar. Because, that little sink that we would kind of, hang out. I would go to, lean up on that. And, I would go to, move my head or something. And it's like, ah. It's like, oh, shit. I mean, do I need to start calling myself daddy? Like, come on now.
Right. Well, and I'm not going to lie. There's been times where I've watched you get in the car all willy-nilly. And I'm like, your hair!
Oh, right.
You've had hair long enough that, you're just like, oh.
It's like, okay.
Yeah.
Let me lean in more, close the door. Let's go.
Right. Oh, okay. So everybody has a regular that they, offhandedly flirt with. You're not trying to get anywhere with it or anything else like that, but you're like, hey.
I have a few. And honestly, they love me. And honestly, so do their wives.
Yeah. And I have one, and, so, because I only see him on my graveyards, but, every time I see him, I tease him constantly. Mm-hmm. And so last night, I felt so good. So, because, again, shit show night. I will talk about that in my little Karen segment.
Yes.
I'm so delighted. So happy.
Honestly, hers is a good Karen segment, because I witnessed a little bit of it last night.
But, so he came up, and he goes, hey, I know we normally mess around and stuff like that. And he's like, I just want to let you know that I'm being genuine right now. And I'm like, yeah, it was good, homie. And he goes, I just wanted to say, you look so pretty right now. And I'm like, oh my god, thank you, an actual compliment?
Right.
And he was like, yeah, don't think too much into it. You're like, okay, or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, you're like, okay, or whatever, too.
Right.
But, he is also a fluffier gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
And, first off, super sweet. Well, I was teasing him, and I'm like, oh, what, you're only getting one burrito? And he's like, yeah, I'm trying to slim down. And I'm like, for who? You're not going to be, if you slim down, you're not going to be able to get any of them big goth girls. And then he runs over and grabs 2 more burritos, and he's like, I want me one of them goth girls. I was like, we look like Adam Sandler most of the time. And he's like, and? I look like Adam Sandler all the time.
I mean, fair.
But he's such a sweet dude, and every time I see him, I always flip him shit. But, that was one of those,
aww,
thank you.
Right?
And just so that way everybody knows, this is still the same makeup and hairstyle from yesterday. I just came home and then laid down and then died for a couple of hours, and now I am horizontal, but I have put on a shirt.
Yes. I had to put on clothes. Well, I put on clothes because I was also running around. But I've been up since 5.
Oh,
even though I didn't have to work, I've been up since 5. Well, I was supposed to work, and then situations happened, and so the reason why we had to pause was because they asked me to go help them out with truck.
Yeah, and so we took a little bit of a pause so that way she could go do work stuff, because her work has boundary issues.
Well, it's not that they have boundary issues. It was, Chuck's gonna show up between this time and this time. And I'm like, well, we'll go start recording, and if they call... They call. And I gotta... Cook. And honestly, it was an easy truck. Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, it was...
We were only gone for 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah. It didn't take me long to put away Chuck, and then...
Long enough for me to get everything set up for...
for dinner.
Yeah. Burrito casserole.
Yum.
White people dinner.
Right. But it's like, it was 40 cases. Some of it was for the hotel. So it was like, it was an easy truck. And then, had the server go on break because the cook there, like, he knows how to serve, but he, I think, gets nervous when he has to serve. So the server asked if he can go on break. So I was like, yeah, sure, not a problem. You know, I'm here. You know,
Doing stuff.
I figure, you know, while I'm here putting away truck, you can go on your break and everything. And he was like, all right, cool. You know, so he went on his break, and I was like, you know, it's a half an hour break, so I figure, you know, that's long enough for me to finish putting away truck, let him take his break. If anybody shows up, you know, I'll take him, whatever.
Yeah.
Not a big deal. And literally, like, right as he was coming back is when the first table walked in. So I was like, I got their drinks.
Yeah.
Made the milkshake. And then he got the food order and everything else. So I was like, well.
Ooh, milkshake sounds slapping.
Right.
I might ask Kyle if we can get some ice cream and some Reese's peanut butter cups.
Yes.
Because one of the things I've been doing lately is I've been getting some vanilla ice cream, and then I've been chopping up Reese's peanut butter cups. And then I have circled my cup with chocolate syrup and then put that in there. And that's my little sweet treat.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how much I've... Because I know that we've touched on, like, weight loss and stuff like that.
Because I found out that I've lost more weight.
But hey, at least now we're doing it the healthy way.
Yes. Well, kind of.
Yeah. Healthier.
Healthy-ish.
Yeah. And so... Because, like I've told you, I've gotten back onto my workout routine. I haven't worked out the last couple of days, which I feel is reasonable. I feel like a barrel of garbage cans. Everything hurts and I'm dying.
Same.
So...
Honestly, same.
But, so I haven't worked out the last couple of days, but I've been keeping up a healthy workout routine. And I've also just been kind of portioning myself out and not binging out the way that I did before.
Right.
And I'm not sure how much weight I've lost because I don't own a scale, but I do know that it's becoming visible. Because so one of my coworkers and then two regulars I have both went, "You look like you're losing weight." And I went, "Oh my god, thank you."
Right.
I'm trying.
See, and I even had a railroader comment saying, or asked if I was losing weight, and I told him, yeah, I'm, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, I can tell. And it's like, I mean, I still have a little bit of my pooge.
But also we're in our 30s, and that's the hardest part to lose.
Yeah.
By the way, if you're not in your 30s yet, you will be. And just know, as a woman in your 30s, the fupa
is a thing.
The fupa is a thing, and if you want to get rid of it, just know it will never be flat. A lot of that is your organs. That's a thing that happens.
Yeah.
So don't be self-conscious of that. That's a thing that happens. But also, like, just understand that that's one of the hardest things to slim down the older you get. And the fucking bingo wings. Hence why I keep wearing shawls and sweaters and stuff like that, is because I got bingo wings.
Bingo arms.
Bingo arms, yeah. But also that's a lot of, because I used to be 250 pounds. And then over the last 2 years, my weight has gone very much fluctuated.
Right, and we're not saying, being heavy is a bad thing, because a lot of the times you can't control it.
Oh, yeah.
And...
But it's it's what makes you feel confident in your own skin.
Yes. It's like, at first, I was, when I was younger, teens, 20s, even way back, I was always underweight. Like, I was eating, and eating healthy and everything, and I just could not gain weight to save my life. And I was like, well, I know eventually I'm going to gain weight when I get older.
Yeah.
But for the longest time, I was always like 75, 80 pounds.
Yeah.
So it's like and I've even had doctors nervous every time I would go in and go see my doctor. He'd ask me how much I'd weigh, and I'd tell him, and they're looking at me with like concerned eyes, like, you really weigh that much? And I was like, give me a fucking scale and I'll prove it to you.
Yeah.
That's how much I weigh. And then I worked at McDonald's and I gained my weight.
Yeah.
So
McDonald's does that to all of us.
Yes. But they're chicken nuggets, though.
I always got the
Or their hot spicy sandwich.
the chicken wrap. Which,
Yeah.
side note, very disappointed at this, like, how the snack wrap came back.
Yeah, it's probably not the same, to be honest.
It really isn't, because I got excited, because that was one of the main things I would always get. I would either get a snack wrap or the apple pecan salad. God, I miss apple pecan salad. That was so good. Especially that sweet vinaigrette.
Right.
Ooh, that's so good.
See, and I don't eat the vinaigrette, but I loved it on that salad.
Oh, yeah.
So
It was so good on it.
Because my go-to is ranch.
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 I'm not gonna lie. I also ranch. I am a ranch. We have...
We're ranch whores.
Yeah, I'm a ranch really.
Put that shit on everything.
Oh, yeah.
Especially pizza.
Mm.
Oh, I love it with pizza.
So, yes, ranch on pizza is definitely a go. Yes, I know. We're aware.
Yes.
For ranch on pizza. 10 out of 10.
It's better than pineapple on pizza. But also I can't have pineapple, so...
That's fair.
Fight me.
I will say the only time ranch doesn't belong on pizza is if you get the Alfredo sauce or the Chicago deep dish.
Oh.
Oh, God, Chicago deep dish.
Yes.
Oh, so good. Hate being on airplanes, but...
Yes.
When we had a connecting flight over in Chicago and got a Chicago deep dish.
Right. For real.
Yeah, so, anyway, I understand.
Yes. But, no, so for the longest time, I was always underweight, and people thought I was unhealthy for how underweight I was.
And it's like, I'm not trying to be this small. I
It's
just
like-
have a metabolism that says, eat all of it.
Pretty much. And then I worked at McDonald's and gained a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But it also didn't help that I ate it every day for like almost 4 years.
That's also.
So, that
But
definitely did not help.
then again, when you work somewhere where you get a discount on food.
Yeah. So it
Yes.
definitely made it hard. And then when I gained the weight, I ended up losing my confidence. Like, I didn't even want my husband to see me naked because of how bad I felt.
Well, and, you know, when I had gained all of my, because a lot of my weight was sad eating.
Yeah.
I was getting body shamed by a partner and just things like that. And so that's where I was like, you know what, I should probably, it made it hard to keep that confidence. But I will say, that's where I also had that extra boost once that started coming out. I was like, well, maybe I'm not, maybe I don't look as bad as I feel.
Mm-hmm.
It's so I tried changing how I dressed myself and things like that.
Right.
So one of the things that I do to try and push my confidence is I'll buy a shirt that I love how they look. Just never had the confidence to wear on myself.
Mm-hmm.
I'll buy one. Mm-hmm. Or in this pack, a 3-pack
Right.
for $12, and I look adorable.
See, and when my husband noticed that I was losing weight as well,
Mm-hmm.
I told him I did buy a shirt that I wanted to wear, but when I bought it, I was like, I'm gonna look cute in it, this and that, and then as soon as I put it on, it would roll up.
Oh, you mean like that?
But worse.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I need to build up my confidence, eat more healthy, which I have been, kind of. I mean, I still have my snacks from time to time.
Hey, a sweet treat is a reward for doing a good job.
I
I am
mean,
pro sweet treat. Not that I buy myself sweet treats when I hold my temper together. Which I did not buy myself a sweet treat last night.
I was laying in bed trying to figure out my deep dive, eating my chocolate covered gummy bears and gummy frogs that I bought.
Ooh, gummy frogs.
I love the gummy frogs. Also, we need to try those peelers. Like, I'm scared I'm scared to try them because I didn't like the banana or the peach because the middle was I felt too gooey.
That's fair, and I know that you're definitely more of a texture person.
I'm a texture girl all the way. I can't even eat Jell-O without gagging.
I can't eat Jell-O, but that's just because when my appendix burst, I was in the hospital for a month. Because they hold you in the hospital until you poop. but they fed me nothing but Jell-O. And Jell-O doesn't turn into a solid. I finally was able to poop because my mom stuck me in a Philly cheesesteak sandwich. To this day, that is the best Philly cheesesteak sandwich I have ever had. But that's because for an entire month, all I had was Jell-O. So now, I don't even let Jell-O in my house. I don't even want to perceive it.
Fair.
And which sucks, because Jell-O was one, like, when I found out they were going to feed me Jell-O, I was like, oh, hell yeah, Jell-O.
And that's all you ate? Ugh.
Oh, yeah, for a month. And that was breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Right? And see, when my little sister was in the hospital having my nephew, he's so cute.
So cute. Chunky legs.
So I'm going to be seeing him tomorrow.
Little chunky legs.
I'm going to have me some chunky legs and little baby back ribs.
What is it about fat babies that just make women go, I need to eat it? Just like, what is that? What instinct makes us go, let's just give it a little, like, get the fat rolls and then fingers just... What is that? What is that? Because, like...
It has something to do with our brain, so it's like anytime you... I actually saw the cutest, chunkiest baby this morning because I went to go get me a coffee because I was like, well, I need to really clean my living room where I found that cassette tape.
Yeah.
I'm going to make Kyle feel so old, too.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to make him feel so old, and I'm going to confuse the boys, because they're going to be looking at it like, what is that?
Right? I think the only time they've seen a cassette tape was on our screensaver on the TV, because we have our screensaver on the TV as the retro stuff, and sometimes we just hit pause and forget to hit play.
Fair.
By sometimes, I mean...
All the time. All the time. But, no, so I was like, okay, I need to really clean my living room. Plus, you know, I needed to throw away a lot of shit because we had a lot of shit cluttering up my living room. And I kind of wanted to rearrange it, and hopefully the husband likes it because I don't give a fuck.
You rearranged it, so he's gonna come home and be like...
Well, I told him exactly what I did.
Yeah.
And also that's to stop one of the dogs from using that spot of the house as a potty.
That's fair. Well, and...
But then they're going to find somewhere else.
To be fair, there's also been times where, like, Kyle's been gone to work and I rearranged and then left. And so he just comes home and the whole house is different.
Fair.
But there's sometimes I can't do that because we have carpet. So, like, rearranging the bedroom I wasn't able to do on my own because we've got this really big antique dresser, which they tried to repaint. Because I bought it as, like, one of those, like, we fixed it up. And I went, great. And they took $20 for it.
I mean, $20 is $20 at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it's not.
But you can tell it was one of those old style ones because it's even got the knobs with the cute designs on them.
Oh. I remember it.
So, like, I'm glad they kept the original knobs on it because I absolutely love it. But eventually I am going to be sanding that bitch down and repainting it and actually staining it the way it's supposed to look.
I was going to say, yeah, with that one, it's supposed to be a stain.
Yeah, because the, if you put paint on top of certain woods, it just stays tacky.
Yeah.
Which is fine and dandy, except for the cat food goes on top of our dresser.
Yeah, so you gotta make sure you have one that's more pet friendly.
Yeah, and... Well, because I don't know where else we could put the cat food, because we try... So that part over by where the boys sit for dinner, it has a mirror, which I didn't think about.
Yeah.
And one of the cats wouldn't eat because it would see its reflection.
And freak out.
I love Omelette. She's scared. I don't understand why Omelette's so scared of everything. Because Omelette, I literally helped her come out of her mom. I have been there since day one with Omelette.
Yeah.
And she's so skittish of like, she acts like she's been horribly abused. And I'm like, dude, you have a Tempur-Pedic cat bed.
For real.
Like, you have been nothing but spoiled. You have seen one of my fat cats.
Yeah.
I've got 2 fat cats and 1 cat that... I don't know.
Honestly, I don't even know how you would explain that one. But
Flower inbred. She is more inbred than the royal family. She is. Holy cow.
Right? Yeah.
But keeping my temper together.
Yes.
So, last night, because it's Fair Week, which, okay, I semi-expected it to be kind of busy, because the night before last, which for me is yesterday, but the night before last, it was busy up until about like 11:30 midnight, and then it died down, and I was able to get all my stuff done, and was able to stay on a time schedule.
And then, of course,
Last night was constant. And so we have a condiment bar, and Graveyard's job is to break down the condiment bar, get everything washed for it, break down get it de-thawed, re-put it back together, and refill all the condiments. And so, like, they're, like, little tins, and each one has, like, pico de gallo, salsa verde,
onions, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles.
Lettuce, tomatoes.
Tomatoes!
Tomatoes!
I got tomatoes!
Ooh, tomatoes!
They're like that big.
Oh, they're baby tomatoes.
They're little babies, but they're green.
Ooh.
I know, fried green tomatoes.
But
I'm hungry.
I am also hungry. I have had that slice of bacon Kyle gave us when we were on our way down here.
Same. That was the only thing I ate. Well, no, I can't really say that because I did make the Spoose French toast this morning, and he saved me like a little tiny sliver.
Oh,
and he's like, finish it. I'm not hungry. Like, it smells good, but it's like, I'm not hungry.
I haven't been awake enough yet to be hungry, and then when you get to that point where you're like, no, but I'm in the middle of 5,000 tasks.
Right? It's like, I gotta check my messages. I gotta...
So, right? But,
yeah.
like, at about...
Because I left at, like, almost midnight. Or, yeah, it was, like, close to midnight when I left you.
Yeah,
when you were starting to get busy. Then I was hungry, and I was like, I have KFC waiting for me.
Because I was already busy, but then it got busier. Yeah. And
here's
so
Karen Rant.
essentially, I had everything done and ready. I just needed to put the utensils in there so that way people can get individual stuff and actually get it put out into the thing. But I had like 3 people in line, so I'm like, okay, cool, I'll bust that out really quick. And then those 3 people got a little bit longer, so I was like, okay, it's gonna be a couple seconds, but it's fine, it's on a cold table. Well, so the cold table is partially into the kitchen, so it's behind the counter. Alright, now keep in mind, my back is turned to this because I'm checking people out. So, the safe, like when I go to drop something into the safe, if I turn, then I would be able to see everything going on into the kitchen. Readjustments.
I'm struggling.
Dude, it's a struggle bus kind of day. But
honestly, for real.
So, I get a big bill that we can't have in our till during graveyards. So I get a big bill turned slightly to go put it in there. Just in time to watch a guy who already has a bunch of stuff piled onto this hot dog. Like, put it on there, put it in his mouth, and then put the same spoon that he was using into another thing. Now keep in mind, yes, they're ready, but I just watched him use the same utensil, and I just was like, what the fuck are you doing? And I went off. So I turned around and I was like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah, because he literally stuck it in something, put it in his mouth, and then put it in something else.
Yeah, because this is like a communal thing. Like, everybody uses these things. So, like...
It's all contaminated by that one person.
Yeah, so this has all been contaminated. And I lost it because I'm already, at this point, I'm already 2 hours behind. I am 2 hours behind where I need to be. Yeah. And I am pissed. So I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I have to waste all of that now. I can't use that shit. Did it look like it was ready? Like, I am going off. And he's like, well, me? And I'm like, yes! You!
It's like, you're the only one right there.
Get the fuck away from it. Get out of there. Go! And he's like, oh. Like, deer in headlights. Like, he didn't understand why I was mad at him. And I'm like, dude. Like, this is something... That's not just something else. But also, as a side note, what if that was somebody's lunch?
Yeah.
Like, you just go over and start helping yourself? Like, it is behind a counter. Yeah. Like, you should know that you shouldn't be doing that. What if it was bad? What if I pulled it because it had been wasted out and had gone bad? Yeah. And you're just sitting there piling it up on top of your hot dog.
I mean, if you get sick, that's on you.
Yeah. And if it's not there for a reason.
Yeah.
So I lost it. Because, like, of course, this is a straw that broke the camel's back, so I immediately I still have a line of people. I storm over there. I'm slamming the food in the trash can, and I'm throwing it into the sink. And the whole time I'm like, are you kidding me? This cannot be happening right now. Like, I'm mad because before that, like, I've already had like 3 Karens up at this point of like ones that are like everyday Karens of like they'll throw the money at you even though your hand's right fucking here. Which, by the way, why is that a thing that happens? Like, my hand is right here. You can put it in my hand. Wow. That's hard.
Here's my money.
Yeah, and then they throw it right next to you, and you're like, cool. By the way, they don't like it if you throw the change back at them with the same vigor. You're like, what? And like, yeah, dude, I don't like it when you do that shit to me either. Like,
it's so, like, you get what you get. It's like, I just match energy.
Yeah, and so, like, for the most part, I match energies, which is fine. That was, like, the one time that I, like, what
actually,
have you done?
Yeah, like, that's the first time that I've heard you actually lose your shit. But at the same time, it's like, dude, you're not at fucking home.
Yeah.
So it's not
your... Do you double dip your chips at Super Bowl parties? What kind of uncultured swine?
I mean, he probably does. See, and there was a person that you know firsthand that would always come into the bar that we worked at. And they had, I can't remember, it was a party of some sort.
Yeah.
And of course there was, meat tray, veggie tray, like a bunch of food out.
Yeah.
And of course we both worked this day. Or no, it was me and somebody else who worked this day. The bartender that I relieved watched this guy take like a veggie or I can't remember what it was, but dipped it in the ranch, took a bite, and then dipped it in the ranch again.
Oh.
And of course, she got mad, yelled at him, and was like, that's meant for everybody, not just you.
Yeah.
It's like, I understand you brought it, but it's like, be respectful for others.
Yeah, and so...
Because nobody wants to eat out of your nasty mouth.
Yeah, because I don't know if you have anything.
Exactly.
And this is... You are a stranger, but also this is going to other strangers.
Yeah.
Like, I know that a condiment bar at a gas station is not exactly, like, the most hygienic thing, but also I try and keep things neat and orderly.
Yeah.
And I'm very strict when it comes to food standards, because I don't like getting food poisoning. I also eat that food.
Yeah.
And I also, leading up to that point, I hadn't eaten yet.
Oh.
So, like, I'm also hangry. So I'm slammed, I'm hangry, I'm dealing with these people who are, like, it had gotten busy enough to the point where I was like, do you have your card? Cool, perfect, here you go, have a good day, bye.
Pretty much.
Like, going as fast as humanly possible, and, like, people are catching on, like, oh she's trying to go fast.
Yeah.
Which makes sense, because I had a line from the counter going all the way to the sodas in the back, which I've explained how the gas station set up before. So, it went from the counter all the way back to the sodas. So, like, I had a big line and a lot of things going on. And then you do this, and I'm like, I'm going to lose my mind.
Right? Just be happy. In a way, I'm kind of glad I left, because I definitely would have lost my shit on that dude. But it's like, at the same time, I'm glad I left, because it's like...
Yeah.
I definitely would not have been nice.
Yeah, because, like, I didn't get... So, I split everything up at work in sections. So, like, if I go... so, when I go in at 10, I'll have my condiment bar done by 10:45, and then have all of my dishes done, and my condiment bar dishes and everything else like that. All of that stuff is done no later than 11:45. And then I start doing my floors, so that way by 12:30 my floors are completely done. Then I can do my trashes, and then after that I have like an hour of like face the store, eat my lunch, kind of get everything prepped and ready, because then at 2 it's go, 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 go.
Yeah.
I didn't get my first half of my shift stuff done until about 3 o'clock in the morning.
Jesus.
Yeah, and so, like, I'm scrambling to try and get all of this done because I was so slammed and it was ridiculous. But I finished all my stuff on time. But, yeah, like, I just completely lost it on this dude. I was like, what? And then when he comes up for his hot dog, he's like, yeah, it's just the hot dog. And I'm like, yeah, because I'd be mad if you grabbed anything else.
Right? Like, at that point, he should have just paid for the hot dog and fucking left at that point.
Honestly, I would have marked the hot dog off as lost. Just take the hot dog, get the fuck away from me. Like... Oh, yeah, no, he's... teenage boying. But,
Fair.
yeah, I was like, just get away from me. And then he came and paid for the hot dog, which, okay, cool, whatever. But, like, get away from me. And he's, like, acting like a little puppy, like, you can't understand why I lost it. Like, dude, do you not know how gross that is?
Yeah, it's like, it's one thing if you're doing that at your house. Like, if it's your own personal thing. But it's like, it's another when it's for everybody.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if it's for everybody, of course I'm going to use the tongs, the spatulas, the spoon, like whatever they have.
Yeah.
So I can get my shit. But it's like, I'm not going to sit there and use the same one, but put it in my mouth and then, no. That's gross. That's unsanitary. That's major cross contamination. And it's a health hazard.
Yeah, you can't just be putting your same spoon into other stuff. Do I know that it probably happens throughout the day? Yeah, probably, because people aren't the best, but also that condiment bar gets replaced multiple shifts.
Yeah.
So, like, it's getting handled, but my shift is the one that actually, like, sits down, deep cleans the whole thing and makes sure that everything's tip-top shape. So, like...
Yeah. But it's like, at the same time, it's like, again, why would you do that?
I just realized I forgot to clean my roller grill and also did not de-ice it. I just put everything back together.
Oops.
Whatever.
With the night that you had, I don't think they're gonna care.
Yeah, especially because by the time, because they have 2 different shift layovers. So graveyard shift is the only one that's by themselves. But you've got 1 to 5 and then a 6 to 2. And then you have like a mid shift that kind of focuses on cooler and stuff like that. That's usually there until about 7, 8 o'clock at night. But then you've got your 1 to 9 and 2 to 10.
Mm-hmm.
So there's usually like another body there. By the time my 5 a.m. came in, I have, like, I'm trying not to cry because I'm so mad. But also, like, it was just, I was so done. I was so burnt out. I was tired. And then, of course, like when you know how you go in the walk-in and you try and have a moment?
Mm-hmm.
One of our old regulars that we had at the bar, the one who always fought with her husband.
Oh, okay.
So
I was thinking of somebody else, but okay.
Yeah. So the one that would come in on both of our shifts, not just one of our shifts. Yes.
Honestly, though, she has gotten a lot better with me.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
As she should. But also, last time she tried, we both squared on.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But, so, I didn't see anyone in the store. There's no cars in the parking lot. Like, I had a moment. So I went to go into the walk-in. And you know what you do in the walk-in? You have a good scream. Because, like, screaming in a walk-in is just so cathartic. It feels so good.
See, and what's funny is while I was at work waiting for my server to come back from break, I was on Facebook and it had a picture of somebody in a walk-in saying, if you haven't cried or screamed in a walk-in, you don't understand the struggle.
Yeah.
I was like, honestly, though, that's me.
Yeah.
Like, that's anybody, really.
Yeah. Like, if you have a walk-in, it's getting screamed in.
So, by multiple people, not just one.
So I go to the walk-in, I go to have a good scream. And in the middle of my scream, she opens the door and she's like, what's going on? Like, first off, you can't be back here. Second off, it's a walk-in. What do you think is going on here?
Right?
I'm mad. And she's like, well, do you need help? And I'm like, no, I'm fine. Here, let's go up front and help you. And then she's like, what happened? And I was like, just messy drunk people making me mad. It's a long day. I stopped being a bartender for a reason.
Yeah.
And then she's like, well, I'm a messy drunk. And I'm like, I'm aware. Good, which I think she was too drunk to recognize who I was, but her husband recognized me.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I know. I am aware, insert name here, that you are.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, what? And then I called her by her name. And she's like, you know me? Yes, dude. I was your bartender for 6 years.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Ooh, but that would be a good Karen story for you, for her trying to get all up in your face.
Oh, yeah, that was a fun one.
That was delightful. And to just get everybody caught up on some super fun tea.
Well, this is when I first started working there. And, like, right before you started.
Yeah.
I was told that this particular person, if they come in, and if they leave without paying their tab, to call the cops on them.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, Like, I don't like doing that to people. But it's like, if I'm being told this by the manager, then...
Obviously, there's a history of it not getting paid and being a problem.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna do what I'm told, by the manager. Like, I'm gonna do what I'm told, and if she leaves without paying or leaving a credit card or whatever,
Yeah.
then I'll call the cops. And of course, she comes in. I think she was either by herself or with her husband. I don't remember at this point. But she comes in, she orders 2 shots. I write them down. And then next thing I know, she's gone. And I was like, okay, maybe she's in the bathroom. So I waited about good 5-10 minutes, because when you're drunk, half the time you can't make it, like, you're on the toilet for a good minute.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I'll give her like 5-10 minutes, and then I'll go into the bathroom and see if she's in there. Well, come to find out, she did leave. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do exactly what the manager says, and I called the cops.
Yeah.
And granted, like, the tab wasn't that much.
No. With the 2 shots, it was like, what, $10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
but she did this so consistently because she didn't want a tip. So she would leave her bill for us to take care of because she didn't want a tip.
Yeah.
Like, fine, don't tip, whatever. You're not going to get the best service, but you're going to get even worse service if I keep having to pay your tab.
Yeah. Well, so, called the cops, told them what happened. They found her. She comes back to pay, and she is just livid with me. And it's like, I'm just doing what I'm told. Well, then, of course, the next day that she comes in, I'm working. And, of course, she's already kind of lit at this point.
Mm-hmm.
And then she recognizes me, and she's like, oh, you need to be careful with this one. She'll call the cops on you over $10. And I told her, I was like, I was only doing what I was told. I got my ass chewed out by the owner saying not to do that because they're always good about paying their tab. Mm-hmm. So I was like, okay. I mean, at this point, I was like, who do I listen to, the owner or the manager?
Yeah.
I was like, but with it being the owner that was telling me this, I was like, I'll listen to the owner.
But then, to be fair, for a couple of years, he was very wishy-washy on back and forth of like, we're gonna 86 them, they're not allowed back in. Da, 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 da.
And then he let him back in. So it's like,
yeah.
So at that point, I was like, whatever. I gave up at that point.
Yeah, it was a day-to-day basis with this particular couple.
Mm-hmm. Well, and another couple that would always come in.
Yeah, that's fair.
Actually, I should tell that one too.
Ooh, yes.
Anyway, so every time she would come in, she would always warn people to make sure that they pay their tabs because I'll call the cops on them, blah, blah, blah. So I had enough.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm done. And then she comes in and she's sober. And so I looked her square in the face and I apologized.
Yeah.
Which I don't do often.
Yeah.
Like, if it's my fault, then yeah, I will apologize to you.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not my fault, I'm not going to fucking apologize.
Yeah.
So, when she came in, she was sober. I looked her square in the eye and I said, I want to apologize to you. And she looks at me all confused, like, what? It's like, the only reason why I called the cops on you is because I was doing what the manager told me to. But I got my butt chewed out the next day by the owner saying not to call the cops on you guys because you guys are always good about paying your tab. Whether you forget to leave a credit card or whatever, you guys always come in the next day to pay it. So he told me not to do it anymore.
Yeah.
He's like, only call if it's an emergency, someone's destroying something, or someone's causing issues.
Yeah.
That's the only time he wants me to call the cops, because he does not like cops at his bar.
Well, and the former manager also had a vendetta for this couple, which after getting to know them, after we both got to know them...
They're actually very sweet.
Oh.
Very sweet. I mean, granted, they would fight amongst themselves, but they became super sweet after that. After I apologized to them about calling the cops on them and me telling them this, like, I was doing what the manager told me to do, they were like, okay, like, they understood, like, I was only doing what I was told. Like, I didn't know not to until the owner told me not to.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I won't call the cops
and
on.
maybe that's why they kept staying shitty with me, is because they would order a drink and I'm like, cool, pay for it first. Like, I'm not going to let you guys start a tab and let you guys walk out not paying it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't play that game because I have really bad ADHD. So the unpaid tabs would sometimes get mixed in with the other tabs and stuff like that. So, like, if you were going on my shift and you wanted to start a tab, that tab was going to be paid out.
Yeah.
Like, whether, you know, so I don't care.
Yeah.
So I never let them open a tab without, like, having a card present or anything else like that.
Or if they just give you cash for those drinks at that moment.
Yeah. So every time they came in, I was like, nope. You pay first, and then I'll give you your drink, because I'm not going to have you walk out on me.
Right.
But also, they had done that to me so many times, I had to start covering their tabs.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, no.
Which is not fair to you.
Yeah.
But, so after all of that, you know, she became cool with me. And one day she actually came in on my, when they had me work the morning of my birthday. I was wearing my birthday tiara that I need to get a new one of. I was wearing my birthday tiara so that way people would know that it was my birthday.
Yeah.
And, of course, you know, she comes in with another person.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Strong hand.
Well, they came in and they saw me wearing the birthday tiara thing.
Yeah.
And they're like, is it your birthday? And I was like, yeah, today is my birthday. And they're like, can we do a shot? And so I was like, ugh. So I asked the owner, I was like, is it okay if I do a birthday shot with them? And he's like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
So I did a birthday shot, you know, and I only had that one. And then, of course, you know, everybody wanted to buy me one. And he's sitting there kind of looking at me, and I'm like...
Drink chips.
I was like, it's up to you. If you have no problem with me having a couple of shots while I'm working, I'll do the shots with them. You know, because they're buying me the shots. So it's like, I'm leaving it up to you if you have no problem with me taking a few shots. But after, I think I had like 3 or 4, I was like, I'll just start taking chips because it's like I don't want to get too drunk to where I can't do my job.
Yeah.
Which I have done on several occasions.
Nothing. But also, to be fair, at least I lived close enough by to be like, alright, I'll come help.
It's like, okay. Plus, you know, I did have people in there that I needed an extra body, and he didn't care of the fact that you came in and helped. Pissed at me because I was drunk, but didn't care of the fact that you showed up to help me out.
Yeah.
So he was pretty cool about it. And as for my other Karen, this one still hates me.
Oh wait, so the other couple, was that still the same couple that she was
trying to fight me on your shift after I had a bad day.
All right.
So, I was having a bad day. Me and the hubby went to Utah to go help out his aunt at this point. And she was just...
Like, you guys just came in for a drink. Like, literally a drink to just unwind and then head home.
Yeah, because it's like, she's kind of a lot to handle. I mean... I try I try to be nice because that is his aunt and everything, you know, but it's like at the same time, it's like she says the most fucked up things, especially to me. Because, you know me, I have chronic hiccups.
Yeah.
They happen randomly, and a lot of the times, I squeak.
Yeah.
Well, we decided we were going to go out to breakfast. I'm sitting in the back seat on my phone because husband's driving, she's sitting up front, so I'm sitting in the back. I have no problem with that. Mm-hmm. I really don't. So, I'm sitting in the backseat, I'm playing on my phone, all of a sudden, I hiccup. She goes, oh, it sounds like somebody's been drinking.
Oh, Christ.
And I'm like, I haven't drank.
Yeah.
It's like, I had, you know, whatever was left of my soda and some water.
Yeah.
Well... As soon as we got back into town, Ty can tell that I was a little stressed and upset and pissed off at that situation. So he's like, you know what? Mariah working? It's like, yes, tonight's Mariah's day to work. And he's like, let's go in. Let's go have a beer with her. Alright, cool. I'm pretty sure she'll be happy to see us.
Yeah. Which I was.
And so we go in. We go and sit down at the end of the bar.
Now, keep in mind, this other couple was not there.
Oh, no, they were there.
Or, because they showed up, like, as you guys were walking towards the end of the bar, that's when they showed up and took their spots.
Mm-mm. They were already in there when we walked in.
Oh, were
because she was sitting at the bar close to where the owner sits, and her husband was on the gambling machine.
Oh,
and that's when they were
gambling machine.
Yeah. So they were yelling at him because we just barely walked in.
Yeah.
And of course, at this point, I didn't want to deal with nobody.
Yeah.
I was like, I wanted to be, I wanted to see you. Husband was trying to calm me down, kind of cheer me up. Plus I wanted a drink, and I think we were going to get food too at that point, or when we got back into town. He was like, let's go see Mariah, let's go have a drink, possibly get some food, and just kind of relax. Yeah. So I was like, okay, yeah, let's do that. And,
oh, yeah.
we were, like, bouncing that all over the place.
I've got so many cords, and I just touch them all over.
Fair. So we walk in, we go and sit down at the end of the bar, you come around, give me a big old hug, give him a hug, and then you take our drink order, and I think we were in the process of ordering when she decided she was going to get in my face.
No, it was after you had your drink, because I seen you, having that debate of,
Yeah.
Because you had that thing white-knuckled.
I was holding on to my cup, do I want to throw this in our face, or do I just want to keep a hold of it?
Now, keep in mind, at this point, I'm going to keep my nose out of it because,
you didn't step away, but you were around.
Yeah. Because it's one of those of, I know that you're able to handle your own situations, and I'm only going to step in if I'm like, oh, and she's about to lose her job, fuck.
Pretty much.
Which is exactly what I did. I went, oh, no, she's about to get fired. Hold on.
Well, that's when she decides that she was going to get in my face, and then it kind of became a screaming match, and then, of course, my husband's pulling me back, no.
But as he's pulling her back, she slaps her husband.
No, she punched him.
Oh,
Or, lightly punched him on the chest.
Yeah, did the drunk punch, yeah.
She did the drunk punch on his chest.
But then she's about to jump on her, and her husband has her, gripped.
And next thing I know, I see her hair in front of my face, because everything went dark after that.
Yeah, because I am screaming at this lady in her face of, how dare you? We've been friends to you. We've been nothing but supportive. Mm-hmm. We help you out. I am screaming her out the door.
Yeah.
And then I turn towards her husband. I'm like, cash out your fucking ticket and go.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact with him sitting behind Ty.
My husband.
Yeah, her husband. With him sitting behind them, that he was going to turn around and start smack too. So with me knowing over there that, nope, you also have to go. You guys have become too much of a problem. Do not come back on my shift. If you're willing to try and fist fight one of the bartenders who's minding their own bit, because you didn't even do anything.
No, I just came in, sat down, gave you a hug, sat down, and ordered my drink, and we were deciding if we were going to get food or not, or if we were just going to go home and I was going to make something.
It was still a full drink, so you've had, a sip out of it.
I barely had, a couple sips out of it before she decided she was going to get in my face.
And keep in mind, she's sitting as far away from the bar as she was. This lady came up between her and her drink like that.
Got in my face. Like she was blocking my drink.
Holes are riding up in wrong places.
It's I went to go reach for my drink when she cut in front of me, and I'm like, not a good idea. I'm already having a bad day. I don't need your shit on top of this. And she decides that she wanted to start a fight with me, and then she was doing her
whole... What I also think is really stupid is she cuts in front of your face, and I want to say I'm sorry, but you're a bitch.
Yeah, she apologized, and then called me a bitch, and then she's like, do you work here? Do you work here? Throwing her fingers in my face, and that's kind of when things kind of started going dark, because I was already pissed.
Yeah.
And then when I looked over and I saw her do her limp hand, punch to my husband's chest, that's when everything went dark. Next thing I know, I feel my husband's holding my arms back, her hair is in my face, and I'm like, what did I do? Please tell me I didn't hit her. Because
I see green.
It's all of a sudden there's green, and I'm like, oh shit. I finally came back, and I'm shaking, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah.
Because everything, when I get that mad, everything goes dark. So it's I don't know what I do or what I did until after. So when I saw green, I was like, please tell me I didn't hit her. Please tell me I didn't hit her. Please tell me I didn't hit her. Like, I'm panicking, thinking I hit her.
But thankfully, Ty had you restrained, and I stepped in front just in time because my brain went, she's going to lose her job, and I like this coworker.
Because she saw my head go back and my arm come up, and that's when my husband grabbed me and she stepped in front. And then her husband decides that he's going to come back and sit at the end of the bar by the door talking shit to my husband. Of course.
Glaring at him the whole time. And it's like, dude, we don't got to do that. And of course, he's shocked and dismayed. I also squared up with him.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is a funny sight because this guy, I square up with him. I only go up to here on him.
Like
chest.
I
am a good foot and a half shorter than this man. Mm-hmm. And I am putting my finger in his face and I'm yelling at him. Mm-hmm. And I was like, do not come back. I don't want your money. Leave. Go on, get it. And
then I think I ended up getting a call from John to figure out what happened.
Yeah, then, oh
no, he called you, and you told him what happened, and then he called me to make sure I was okay.
No, the funny part is I didn't even tell him what happened. I was like, you watch the cameras and watch your stupid mouth-breathing fucking friends be pieces of shit in real time.
Yeah.
So Marlene sat him down and played it with audio.
Mm-hmm.
Heard every single thing we said, and he's seen you sit there minding your own business, doing your own thing.
Yeah, just came in for a drink, was gonna get food, or have a couple of drinks, get food, maybe play a game of pool or two, gamble a little bit, have fun, like distract me. Yeah. Because it's like, I'm having a bad day.
Yeah.
It's like, distract me, make me laugh, and that's what my husband wanted to do. He's like, let's go. Of course, he jokes around. He's like, let's go see your girlfriend.
Let's go see your girlfriend.
It's like, honestly, at this point, might as well be my fucking girlfriend.
But hey, at least I'm also one of those ride or dies.
Fair.
Of like, I'll throw hands, I don't care.
Right.
Which is really funny because, like, a lot of people don't expect that from me because I am a short woman.
Yes.
Like, I am so small, but I like saying that I'm built like a Jigglypuff because I am small, I am round, and I'm filled with unyielding rage.
Yes. I mean, she's cute, but she's feisty.
Well, because, and that's one of those things of, like, me and Kyle, we were only together for, I think, about a year, and he came to visit me at work and get something to eat before he went home, because it was one of our weeks without the boys. So he came to, like, hang out with me for a little bit. Because most of the time, like, I keep my home and work separate, and, like, Kyle will come visit me occasionally, and I'll come visit him occasionally, but for the most part, like, we don't really, like, intermingle at work. So he came to visit me at work, so we're just sitting there chit-chatting. The owner's son is in the middle of the bar, which, okay, fine. He wasn't causing any issues, he was fine.
Right.
And then the owner's brother-in-law comes and sits right next to him and starts antagonizing him.
Oh, fuck.
And this is right before we found out he had relapsed, the son. Mm-hmm. So before he had found out that he had relapsed. Keep in mind, still small woman. Like, and so I'm like, dude, do not drag me in the middle of your family drama. Like, don't make me stand in the middle of this because that is his uncle. I was like, dude, this is your uncle and, like, this is your nephew. Like, you guys don't need to be having beef like this. And you don't need to be having beef like this in a family bar where one of them is the manager. Like, you don't need to be doing this. And, because the brother-in-law, I already had beef with because of how he talks to me. Mm-hmm. He doesn't talk to women kindly, and I do not take kindly to that. So he would make these stupid offhanded comments, and, like, a lot of them were very cruel.
Oh, yeah.
The one that got me the most was...
he called me at Catch You Next Tuesday, right before he walked out of the bar. But that's when you cut him off, and then he came in and he was still staggering drunk.
Well, and the one that really got me to drag him out of the bar by his hair, is he said, "Thank God you had all those miscarriages. You'd be a terrible mother." He said that to my face. But thankfully, his sister was there. And she full on was like, nope, he has that coming.
Mm-hmm. Because she also has suffered the same.
Yeah. Well, and not just that, but, because I was working there with a very well-known miscarriage. Like, this was one of those ones that I wasn't able to hide because I had to take time off of work because I needed to get a D&E. And then, of course, everybody's sending a get well card because the D&E was for something that, like, this was planned. Like, it was a planned one. It was celebrated. Like, we were
excited.
Yeah, we were excited. So, of course, when that happened, that became a very public situation because I found out and I went, but that was also before finding out that I was RH negative and, things like that. So, like, it was my first pregnancy.
Yeah.
And so, of course, him doing that, I was like, yeah. And so, same dude starting shit with his nephew. So then, they start fist fighting. I jump over the bar and I pull him off. I grab his phone, his wallet, his keys, and I have him, and I am pulling him out the door, while his nephew is holding onto his legs, punching up his legs, and I'm pulling him out the bar, one-handed with his shit in my hand. I take my foot, start pushing on the nephew. That's when, because it was in that like little narrow hallway section. Yeah. So then I had finally pulled them both enough to where Kyle was actually able to come around, grab the nephew, pull him off, hold him back while I physically remove the other one and throw his shit out the door. And I was like, no, I'm not doing this. And I told the other one, I was like, 30 minutes. And he's like, what? I was like, you have 30 minutes. And then after those 30 minutes, you are also leaving and I'm shutting down for the night. And then anytime anybody walked in the bar after that, I was like, nope, turn right back around and go to a different bar. Yeah. I'm done. I just got dragged into the middle of a lot of family drama. I don't have any business being in the middle because I don't want to be a part of that. And then they kept trying to drag me into it. I'm like, why are you having me here?
Yeah. And, like, John was mad at the fact that you did that, but after you explained what happened...
Yeah, I was like no.
He understood.
Yeah, because I think I ended up... Because...
It was, like, not even 5, 6 o'clock when you shut down.
It was about 10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it was dark out.
I thought it was, like, 5 or 10, or...
It was, like, 10 or 11 because it was dark out, but it was still summertime.
Ah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
So it was about 10 or 11. But yeah, no, I threw them both out. I was like, nope, I'm done. I'm shutting everything down. I'm going home.
And I don't blame you at that point. I mean, I would have too.
Yeah, and especially because, like...
especially when he had to bring up the fact that you had a fucking miscarriage. Like, that's the worst thing.
And this was like a week after that situation happened. And I already told him I didn't want to see him on my shift. And he comes in on my shift anyways. And he's shocked and dismayed I wasn't going to serve him. Nah, that's just rude.
Yeah, you don't sit there and... Like, pregnancy is hard enough as it is on a woman. The last thing any woman wants to go through is that.
Yeah.
Because, like, that is devastating enough on its own.
Because the thing is I'm very open and honest and upfront about my miscarriages. Because that's one of those ones of, I don't feel like anybody should be ashamed of that. No. Sometimes shit just happens. Or in my case, finding out that it leads to another medical issue, which, you know what? Now I know. Now I know that that's something that I would be able to maybe do in the future. But it's going to take a lot of work and a lot of effort. And
because it's not your fault. Like, I mean, there's a lot of people out there that have that rare blood type. Like, you could be AB positive, but then also at the same time have that RH, blood as well. Yeah. So it's like, it's not your fault that your body did that.
Yeah, exactly. And, it was one of those ones of, like, after finding that out, realizing and everything else like that, I was able to take proper steps to be able to properly take care of myself. And do the things that I do. Like, part of why I also try and maintain my weight and stuff like that is because with RH negative, it makes you extra sick the heavier that you get. Right. And so that's where I'm like, I want to stick around. Right. Not that I like people or whatever.
I mean...
Just something.
You tolerate us.
Yeah, I guess. Meh. I guess I sometimes like people.
Depending on the person.
Yeah, that's fair. That's
depending on the people.
I like 6 people, which is better than 4 years ago. Because, 4 years ago, I liked, 2 people.
Me.
Yeah. You and Brandy. And then everyone else was like, you want to hang out? And I'm like, oh.
It's like, do I have to people?
Yeah, and I mean, let's be honest. before we started doing the podcast, it became a whole joke that I was an inside cat.
Because you are.
Because they'd be like, let's hang out. And I'm like, but we hung out like 4 months ago.
Pretty much.
For like 4 hours.
Ow. Hello?
Windows security. I don't give a shit about your Windows security. I do my own thing. Where did you go? Why do you disappear when I go to close you out? Why are you there?
But no, it's like, hey, let's go hang out, let's do something. It's like, but we hung out like 4 months ago, and I was like, we're going to get Starbucks and go touch things with our teachers.
Yeah, and you're like, window shopping, thrifting, and Starbucks. I'm like, you said the keywords. All right.
Like, that's the only way we can get her out of the house is if we say Starbucks, we're going to go check some shit out, and...
My car has AC. Because at the time I didn't have AC, and the AC in my car was busted, and then work didn't have an AC. And she'd be like, my car has AC, and I'm like, alright, hold on, God, I'm coming.
And then now with my new car...
We get to be bougie.
We're bougie, and you get a butt cooler, too.
I do get a butt cooler. I get toasty, which also comes with its downfalls. Like, in the wintertime it's nice, because, like, I don't really get that cold.
Yeah.
But the downside is that during the summertime, I am with a man from the south who has a vitamin B deficiency. So that means that man is always cold. So I'm over here like, let's turn on the swamp cooler. And Tony's like, yeah, let's turn on the swamp cooler. And me and him will bask in front of it. And he's got 2 pairs of socks on, a hoodie. And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, go rotisserie chicken outside.
Right?
You want heat, go outside.
It's like, go lay in the sun, you fucking twig.
Like, we have a very... I feel amicable temperature of, yes, in the wintertime you can control the thermostat.
Yes.
In the summertime, you touch the thermostat, you lose your fingers.
Mm-hmm.
You touch my swamp cooler in the summertime, you're going to lose some fingers. I get hot.
Yeah. And then there's me, I bounce back between I'm dying or I'm freezing.
Yeah.
There's no happy middle with me because it's like, he'll be overheating, I'll be freezing, or he'll be freezing and I'll be overheating. So it's like, there's no happy medium between us. Right. But it's like, anytime we snuggle up to like watch a movie or something and he wants to cuddle, I'll be laying on him and stuff, and then he's like, okay, you're a freaking heater. Me. You're a heater. It actually kind of worked out in his favor when we were camping and staying at his aunt's house, because she didn't turn on the heat, and when it says camping, we're sleeping in the bed of his truck, and he used me as his personal heater, and I'm like, you're hot, I'm freezing here.
Right.
So I decided I was going to start packing my Pikachu onesie, because it keeps me warm.
Ooh, okay, so, as a weird side note, what is it with people who just, like, touch? Like, I don't know you, why are you touching me?
I don't know. I mean, I get a lot of people who do that to me, too.
Has it been more recently?
Kind of.
Okay, because, like, I've been getting a lot more touchers, and I'm like, oh, what are we doing?
It's like, you're touching me.
Ew.
She's touching me. She's touching me!
Which is funny, because I am so clingy.
Mm-hmm.
But also, like, if I don't know you, don't go.
Don't touch.
God,
no.
But, like, let's be honest, I'm a clingy friend. I cling on you and Brandy all the time, and then I'm like, text me when you get home. Please let me know what you're saying.
Right.
But you've also seen how I act towards acquaintances, and I'm like, oh, you're there. Cool.
It's like, hi.
Oh my god, I am an inside cat. Oh my god, I'm Omelette.
Yeah. You are Omelette.
Oh, I'm
You're Omelette in human form.
Oh god. Hey, at least, like, instead of acting in fear, though, I'm like, ah!
Unless you see a spooter.
Yeah, that's fair. The scream is still the same. How do I have the most monotone scream and it just, like, it doesn't increase in pitch, it increases in volume. Yeah, like, it just slowly escalates. Like, I must be so weird to put on a roller coaster because, like,
I would love to see you on a roller coaster, because there's me, you know, the blood-curdling scream, and there's you,
Right? You know, it's kind of funny, though, because, like, I actually haven't been on a roller coaster in a hot minute, actually.
Last time I went on a roller coaster was when Christian was, like, 11 years old.
Oh God, that's 10 years ago.
I know.
Well, I guess come to think of it, the last time I went on a roller coaster, we took a trip to Lagoon.
Mm-hmm. And that's exactly where we went.
Well, and it was me, a former friend, her ex-fiance, and her coworker's daughter and her friend. And like, it should have been noted that like this whole interaction was going to be a disaster zone from the first get-go, because like the old friend and the coworker's daughter, they didn't get along. But she's like, yeah, I'll give you the day off if you take my daughter.
Oh, fuck you.
Yeah, and so she's like, okay, cool, she's just gonna have to follow by our rules. And she's like, okay. So, on our way there, first off, I took the wrong exit because we didn't have the GPS yet. So she road maps it. So she told me the wrong exit number because she had dyslexia. So she told me the wrong number. So I get off on the wrong exit, and then I take the exit, and then we are in a 2-hour-long traffic jam. But this is also right after Kesha's album came out.
Okay.
So I became the life of the party. So I am, like, I turn that all the way up. We have all the windows down because all of us are smokers. By the way, just so you know, the coworker's daughter was in the same age group as us. So that's why she was along with us. It's not like we were taking a small kid with us. It was an actual, like, teenager adult.
An adult.
Yeah. And so, like, we're sitting in traffic, so I turn up Kesha, we have all the windows down, and I'm just going, like, at one point in time, I get out of the car, I'm dancing, I'm grooving, I'm dancing next to people's cars, like, it's getting to the point where other people are dancing along, and, you know, like, so, like, I'm trying to make fun out of a not-fun situation. Finally get to Lagoon, we're riding some rides, having a good time, right? Having a blast. Well, we get a phone call, because, like, we separated out into 2 groups. Because we were like, okay, yeah, do your thing. Just keep your phone on you. Keep us updated. We'll have our phones on us. Like, da-da-da-da. Yeah. So we get a phone call as we stop at one of the food booths that she's like, oh, well, so-and-so broke her arm. We've got to go. And so they're like, so-and-so broke her arm. We, like, da-da-da-da, like, freaking out. And we're like, okay, well, shit, where are you? Oh, where are you? Let's meet up. Da-da-da-da.
Right.
We meet up. She's perfectly fine. They're like, we got you. But because it had made our anxiety peak so high, we're like, okay, cool. We're leaving.
Right.
We're just going to go. And
yeah, for real.
We didn't even ride that. I think it was like a total of like 4 rides. But then we went to the food court. So we weren't there very long at all.
Right.
When they decided to pull that fun little prank. So on our way home, like, it's quiet. Because, like, all of us are mad. We just blew all of this money, but, like, you made it not fun because you made 2 people with anxiety disorders anxiety peak.
Yeah.
Now, keep in mind, the vehicle that we're in is my old friend's dad's vehicle. It was a Ford Bronco.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But it was all reliable. Like, it was comfortable, whole 9 yards like that. Like,
right.
Sturdy. So we are at a red light. The light is red. I am in the turning lane on a red light because we're getting ready to turn back onto the highway. So at a red light. In Wyoming and Utah, it's right on red. You can take a right on red as long as you're clear.
Yeah.
So right now it's just us in the turning lane, 3 cars in the lane next to us, and then there was a bus, and the bus takes a right on red. The car coming up, and keep in mind this is a 55-mile-an-hour zone.
At this point, yeah.
Yeah, so it was a 55-mile-an-hour zone. So we are still stopped. The bus takes a right. Then we get slammed into. Like, these people were going 40, they had to have been going about 40 or so. Because this guy wasn't paying attention at all. It was him, his wife, and 3 kids in the back.
Oh, no.
And so he slams into us. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even see you there. I seen the bus turning, so I thought it was fun. We are in a bright yellow Ford Bronco.
How the hell do you not see a bright yellow Bronco?
Yeah, especially because it was one from the 1980s. So it's big.
And bright.
Yes, and then you see all of these other cars next to us at a stop, but you see the bus turning right. So you think you're... Like, and even so, where's the thought process? Like, I think, honestly...
Where is your thought process on this, dude?
Yeah, because, like, you weren't even going to slow down for this turning lane.
Were you just going to gun it?
Yeah. With your wife and kids in the car.
Like that?
So, like, I come out mad. Because I want you to keep in mind, I'm the only one wearing a seatbelt. No one else in the vehicle is wearing a seatbelt.
Of course.
Teenagers!
I mean, I still don't.
No.
I'm not a teenager.
I wear my seatbelt. But,
That my car yells at you when you don't.
so, right. So, my neck is just throbbing. Like, I have a headache and things like that because the way that I was sitting at an angle, kind of like this. And then when we were hit, I backed and forth. So I got whiplash.
I was going to say, major whiplash.
I come out madder than a hornet's nest, and he's explaining this. I'm like, dude, this isn't even our vehicle. This is, this is my best friend's dad's vehicle. Like, I'm, like, panicking because this is also before I found my backbone.
Right.
But also before I got my anger issues under control.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my friend comes around, and, they're talking it out, and he looks at me and he goes, I'm sorry, do you want to hug it out? And I'm getting ready to rear back, and her ex-fiance picks me up and puts me back in the car. And he goes, you're just going to stay there. And I'm like, I'm going to fuck him up. Like, I'm punching the steering wheel like whole 9 yards. Like, I'm mad. And he's like, no, it's okay. Like, because he's one of those, like, he's just he was like this big soft, and honestly, I still know him, like, have him on Facebook, and, like, I see him on occasion. Mm-hmm. He's still this big softy teddy bear dude, like, just a big, so he is dealing with this irate Jigglypuff, punching things, screaming, talking about kicking this guy's ass in front of his kids, and, like, again, in Utah,
right,
Mormon, I am wearing I'm wearing a black shirt with an upside down cross, and those two are wearing black metal band t-shirts. So, like, we are gothed out.
Yeah.
And so, like, we look like this, screaming, and he just gently picks me up and puts me in the driver's seat, closes the door, and he goes, just wait there, have a cigarette. I'll be back here in a little bit, and then we'll go get you some lunch. And I'm like, fine. I don't care.
Fine.
But yeah, and then she comes back in and she goes, well, there's absolutely no damage to our vehicle. Because again, 1980 Bronco.
Like, that thing is solid steel.
They had to call a tow truck because their whole front end is just bloop, and their engine didn't cave in. But, like, because of how the frame had completely bent in, the engine fell out.
No, fuck.
And they're like, yeah, no, you're good. Just go on your way. We'll tell them it's our fault. And we're like, okay, because we don't live here and we exchanged no information.
Right.
But there wasn't even a scratch on the paint.
Damn. That's crazy.
Anyway, sorry about that side tangent.
No, I mean, it's perfect because, I mean, we're talking about Karens and he was obviously a Karen. But at the same time, it's like, why the fuck would you want to say, do you want to hug it out?
Yeah.
To a stranger.
Yeah, and especially knowing that I'm not a touchy person. Like, you don't know, like...
You don't know if I'm rabid or not. I might bite you.
I'm rabid. That's why I'm missing teeth. My hillbilly tooth. Oh, I can't even say it's my hillbilly tooth anymore. I got it removed.
Yeah.
I needed to.
Yes. I know, Mr. Grumpy Gills.
Oh, but your deep dive.
Yes, so let's get into the deep dive. Yes. We might break this up into 2 parts. We might not, depending, because...
we could do the...
This one's long.
Yeah, so like, we could do the...
this one and...
The gentle version and the grim version.
Ooh, okay. That would work. Because, yes, there is 2 parts to this. There is a gentle part and a grim part.
Yes.
So, the deep dive I decided I was going to do, kind of, not really, but last minute, is on Snow White.
Ooh.
And the Seven Dwarfs. So, of
I
course...
feel like my household is like the Seven Dwarfs. Nobody over here, of course, is over 6 foot.
Fair.
I am now shorter than my oldest stepson.
You poor thing.
I'm not shorter than him by much, but like enough to where I'm like, no. Go back to being a baby.
How do you think I feel?
That's fair.
It's like, how do you think I feel? It's like I look up to him, I'm like, you need to shrink.
No, you were a baby when I met you.
Go
Well,
back.
he wasn't actually a baby.
And they also say, they love you.
I know, they say they love me. The first time that they did, I cried so hard.
You ugly cried,
I
and
did
you
ugly
called
cry.
me. You called me, and you're like, they said they love me. And I'm thinking, I'm having to beat somebody's ass, somebody died. Nope, it was because the boy said they love you.
Yeah. I guess I'm doing okay at the stepmom shit.
I mean, stepmom stuff is pretty easy.
No, that's fair.
Kind of.
I do this part-time.
It is a part-time job.
Yeah.
You gotta make sure they're fed, homework's done, and clothes are washed. That's about it.
Yeah. Make sure they're staying out of trouble. Help them with sibling rivalries.
Ugh. Yeah.
But we're also big components of, like, no, communicate your needs. No, communicate with me.
Yeah.
Don't get mad. Because you've even watched me do that with the youngest of, like, no, don't go getting mad at me. Drop the attitude, drop the glare. Communicate. Tell me.
Tell me what's wrong. Tell me what's happening, and
Because I can't fix it if you don't tell me.
yeah. And I'm not gonna help you fix it if you're just gonna sit and yell at me.
Yeah, if you're going to sit there and be mad, you can go be mad in your room without your tablet.
Yeah.
Oh. Good God. The temptation was there.
I saw the temptation. That's why I decided to do it. Anyway, so the deep dive we are doing is Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs.
Yeah.
Fun fact, not only did the Disney animated classic Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs not only saved Disney Studios, but helped grow the company into the entertainment giant it is today. So Snow White ended up saving Disney Studios.
That would make sense because Sleeping Beauty was
Was a flop.
Massive hit.
Massive flop. Because they put like over $6 million into the production of that movie.
Yeah.
And it didn't do so well in the box office when it came out.
I will say Snow White's one of those ones that I don't know too much about because I didn't watch I think I watched Snow White a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
But I never really actually like but I also didn't watch a lot of Disney movies.
I did.
That's fair.
I mean, there's a game out called Seen It, and we
Ooh.
have both Disney versions
Oh God.
and a Nickelodeon version. Me and my sisters have gotten so competitive at that game.
Oh God.
To the point to where we had to say whether it was a Disney movie or a Pixar movie before we said the answer.
I can
like,
imagine that would look like most Monopoly or Uno games by the time you guys are done.
Oh, pretty much.
Someone over there in the corner rapidly Googling while other two are yelling at each other.
Well, fun fact, real quick. We decided we were going to play this game with my little sister's old roommate.
Yeah.
He came over or she asked if it was okay so he could play with us, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That did not sound good. I hear no...
I think it was the fan.
As I say, I hear no crying and there's no broken bones, so
Yep.
we should be okay.
Right.
That was a loud thud. Anyway, so we, decided we were going to have some snacks while we played the game, blah, blah, blah. And, of course, me and my sisters grew up playing this game.
Yeah.
So it's like, we know everything about this game.
Yeah.
Well, my older sister's husband plays 2, but he doesn't get pissy when he loses. Because
That's
he does it for the fun and also the entertainment of me and my sisters.
But you guys are also extra competitive.
Yes.
I don't know if that's like a sibling thing or if you guys are just actually competitive.
All of the above.
That's fair.
And, well, my little sister's roommate, or ex-roommate, was getting pissy because he was losing.
Well, he's gone against 3 reigning champs.
Yeah. So, of course, here's the beginning of the board, right?
Uh-huh.
And, of course, you go all the way. Like, you could do 2 versions. You could do the short version or you could do the long version. Well, we decided we're going to do the long version. And you have to kind of go all the way around this board. And it's like a giant circle almost.
Yeah.
Like, when it's together, it's a circle. But when you pull it out, it's almost like a weird 8-figure type thing. Anyway, he's still kind of back at the beginning, and we're all already on the other side of the board.
Getting ready to throttle him.
And he's getting pissy because he's losing. And it's like, he was being a poor sport.
Yeah.
About it. And then was throwing a temper tantrum because, like, my older sister's husband is he's doing good too, because, you know, he has played it with us before as well. But it's like, he's not doing too bad. You know, he's kind of keeping up with us. But then there's me and my sisters who are on the other side of the board almost to the end of the game.
Yeah.
When he throws the temper tantrum. So it's like, dude, we're having fun. Like, the whole point of playing this game is to have fun.
Yeah.
But he
also, like, I know that there's certain games that, I know that every time I play Uno with you, I'm going to lose. But also, you know, every time we play Cards Against Humanity together, I'm not afraid to put down the card.
Yes. We need to play that with Brady.
Oh my god. We should do, like, a little couples thing where we all get together and play games.
Do we really want to hang out with that one?
You got a point.
I mean, we could do girls.
Oh, that's fair.
Or,
That's fair.
or, you know, just invite her over, and then we do it with Kyle and Tony.
That's fair. That is very fair. And maybe potentially new roommate. That one's still pending.
Pending.
We may or may not be getting a new roommate, which means our studio may or may not be changing.
Which sucks, because, you know, you still haven't found the hidden body.
Yeah, there's a body.
You gotta find the hidden body.
Exactly. I just realized each time we do this, we like scoot one direction or the other.
Right.
Oh.
Anyway.
But anyways,
So, its first animated feature film changed how audiences thought about the medium. From then on, we would regard animation as a legitimate art form suitable for telling stories the whole family would enjoy. This animated masterpiece also began sanitizing once gruesome fairy tale into family-friendly entertainment. Disney would continue this endeavor throughout the 20th century as it transformed multiple fairy tales into commercially successful animation classic. I can read.
hey, at least that makes one of us. I just tried to write that down, and I'm like, hopefully I can read that later, because oh my god, my eyes. I write down timestamps so that way I know for sure, like, okay, these definitely need edited as I'm watching, so that way I can keep an eye out for those time frames.
Mm-hmm. And then when she uploads it to the editing software, I go through it and I watch it myself so I can help her out with the timestamps, especially on the days that she has to work or the days I have off, so I have time to focus.
Yeah, because I'm not gonna lie, I'm also like, dude, I'm functioning, but also I got like 3 hours of sleep. Totally not because I was too invested in a book.
Fair.
By the way, Caught Up's a good book. It's a really good book. Oh. Anyway.
In her bird.
Ah.
Yep, I can so read.
I love how at the beginning of these we always start off like, we're professional, and by the end of it we're like, dude, we're tired. I'm so sorry.
we're tired. We're getting hungry. It's late. I'm surprised my spouse hasn't messaged me how much longer.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Honestly,
come down and be like, "Are you gonna eat?" I'm like, "I'm on camera right now," and
it's like I'm not gonna sit here and stuff my face while I'm trying to talk. I actually did have a coworker ask me that, because he asked me what our intro is, like if we have an intro, what our intro is, and if we eat while we're doing our podcast. And I told him, this is our intro, and no, we don't eat while we'll drink.
Yeah.
Every now and again, but we're not gonna sit here and stuff our face.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, we've tried candies before, but that was just because...
That was because I bought them and wanted to try them.
Now, that was even in the episode we didn't post.
Yeah. But then I tried that pickle. The
pickle.
It wasn't as sour as I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, I was not expecting sour.
Like, I was expecting sour because it said Sour Warheads pickle. So I'm thinking, ooh, this is going to be good, too. They wanted my initial reaction, so I recorded my reaction for her. And I was like, it was a disappointment. It wasn't even, kind of sour, but it wasn't, as sour as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
So I was a little upsetty. Boys are worth housing. Okay. In her book, The Hard Facts of the Grimm's Fairy Tales, Professor and scholar Maria Tartar suggests Disney finished the work the Brothers Grimm began in 1812 when they published their first completion of fairy tales. She wrote, William Grimm wrote the tales so extensively and went so far in the direction of, eliminating off-color episodes that he can be created.
Macabre.
That word?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought so too. But the only reason I know how to spell that one and which word she was talking about is because after I got divorced, I decided to branch out and make a Tinder profile. And in it, I wanted to put Taste for the Macabre. But how I was spelling it, it kept telling me it was wrong. So finally, I just voiced to text it.
Mm-hmm.
But because of how Tinder's set up, I had to put it multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
So that it just lives there now. Because I was like, that's spelled stupid.
And I'm also dyslexic and I can't read.
Dyslexia.
Returning to the macabre. Twisted and dark origins of these fairy tales. Join us as we explore the dark history of Snow White.
Ooh.
So the Grimm version began with a wish for a child.
That makes sense.
So...
Oh, alright. Well, I guess you're there.
Tell me how you really feel. There are cards. So the 1819...
Tell me how we really feel, because it's the same one you pulled on your deck. Six of Swords.
Yeah.
That's the exact same one you just pulled out.
Yeah, that is.
Hey, we already know that one. Alright, cool. You do.
Awesome. So, 1819, Grimm version of the story begins like many fairy tales, with a queen wishing for a daughter. After pricking her finger while sewing, 3 drops of blood land on the snow, and the queen is struck by the beautiful contrast, thinking, if only I had a child as white as snow, as red as blood, and as black as the woods. In this frame, soon after, the queen is blessed with the birth of a daughter, but the queen dies during childbirth.
Which, thinking about it, is one of those of you hear so many stories and fairy tales and things like that. They're like, oh, the queen died in childbirth. How could that have happened? Because everything was gross.
Mm-hmm.
Childbirth was legitimately this very well could end your life. like it was a very much so like this could kill you.
Yeah. And with it being in the 1819s
Yeah.
to 1860s, they didn't have the proper medicine and stuff
All the knowledge to wash their hands.
that we have today.
Yeah.
So they didn't have all of the proper stuff that we have today.
Yeah.
Oh, da, 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 da. Within a year, the king remarried a beautiful woman, as she was proud and arrogant per Grimm. The new queen worries someone will eclipse her beauty, so she asks her magic mirror if she is still the most beautiful. All is well.
Oh, you lost one too.
Ooh, I'm scared.
Oh, not bad.
Okay.
Well, eclipse is beauty.
As well. Yeah, the new queen worries someone will eclipse her beauty, so she asks her magic mirror if she is still the most beautiful. All is well until Snow White becomes more beautiful, and then there is hell to pay. In this version of the Grimm story, the king is never mentioned again, leaving us to wonder if he also died, or if he allows his new wife to mistreat Snow White.
Honestly, it's probably the latter, because as long as she's providing heirs.
Mm-hmm.
I love that you're able to do that. I can't.
The bridge?
Yeah.
It's easy. I'll show you. Disney version skips Snow White's origins, setting the stage by telling us Snow White lives with her wicked stepmother, who dresses Snow White in rags and makes her work as a scullery maid. There is no mention of Snow White's parents in the Disney classic, leading audience members to assume both parents were dead. It's been suggested they streamlined the story because of the constant contrast of an 88-minute running time.
Oh, that's fair.
So, and then left.
Oh, and then you do the squoze.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We do this. So we'll cut it in half so I can make it easier to shuffle so I can show you. So.
We're learning.
So, you, right?
Yeah.
And then you put your thumbs on the top, bend them, and then let them fall.
Oh.
Easy peasy.
Yeah, your way is a lot easier.
Yeah. I mean, granted, they're still kind of stiff.
But it's also like, it's only like a year-old deck. Well, and I know that in...
So in the cartoon version that I remember is, yes, the evil stepmom does kind of mistreat Snow White. And has her dress in rags, asks the magic mirror if she is the fairest of them all. And he says, pretty much if her skin is white as snow, lips red as a rose, and hair as dark as the woods. Or something to that fact.
You know, the more that they explain how she looks, it's almost like, I wonder if the evil queen was like looking out for everybody's best interest, because everything they explain, especially with the mother dying in childbirth, sounds like you're explaining a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
She's super pale. Like, that is a vampire.
Do we want to know the evil queen's internal origins?
Ooh.
So, it is not the evil queen's origins. The evil queen eats the internal organs.
Oh, so she was the vampire.
So in the Disney animated classic, the evil queen asks the huntsman to take Snow White into the woods to kill her. The queen is a destructful person and tells the huntsman to bring her Snow White's heart as proof the girl is dead. Of course, the huntsman can't bring himself to kill the beautiful child and allows her to run away into the woods. He then kills a wild boar and takes his heart to the queen.
Oh, and that's when she starts getting ugly.
Mm-hmm. In some Brothers Grimm version of the fairy tale, it is Snow White's liver and lungs that the queen requests, while in other early versions, it is her heart she asks the huntsman to bring back. The gruesome detail Disney left out of the story is the wicked queen cooks and eats the organs the huntsman brings to her. The cook had to boil them with salts. One Grimm version reads, "And the wicked woman ate them," supposing that she had eaten Snow White's lungs and liver.
Do you think she was eating these parts of other women who she felt were comparing to her beauty?
Mm-hmm.
Because there was a queen who, every time someone was beautiful, or
Elizabeth Bathory.
Yes, thank you. She would bathe in their blood.
Mm-hmm. If she deemed them more beautiful than her, she would hang them up, cut
their throat,
and have them dangle over a bathtub while she's laying in the tub so she could bathe in their blood to stay
young and beautiful. And so I wonder if that's also a play on, like, this lady is eating these organs to be young and beautiful.
To make her
feel. But he brings back the boar heart.
The boar heart, yep.
And that's when she becomes the ugly old hag, because there's nothing there to keep her young anymore, and you are what you eat.
Mm-hmm. Cannibalism certainly is dark and twisted. Disney would never explore such depraved themes, but this word.
Oh, which one? Macabre.
The macabre element of the story was explored in Snow White and the Huntsman. When the magic mirror tells Queen Rowena, which is Charles Thornton, that eating the heart of Snow White, Kristen Stewart, will restore the Queen's waning magical powers, thus returning her eternal youth and beauty. This version was far darker and more mature than previous big screen adaptations, and the sign of the return to macabre fairy tale retellings we would see in the coming years.
Ooh. Do we want to touch on the coming year macabre ones?
Yes.
Alright. So, of course, as you've seen, we were doing our tarot pulls. Now, the two that fell out were the Six of Swords, which is one that she actually just barely got on. She got a brand new deck, we got it cleansed and everything else like that, and did the original card pull. So that one we already know, and that one is just taking the lessons of the past to being able to move on and move and grow from that.
Mm-hmm.
And now this one I actually wanted to touch on because I seen your face like, So the Chariot in reverse is a lot of feelings of indecision, anxiety, and scared to be able to take that first step moving forward, which makes sense because we've also been talking about other business endeavors to do as well.
Yes.
Because we're kind of hitting this point now where we're like, we wouldn't mind being our own bosses and trying to figure out what we would need to do to be able to do that. So it makes sense as to like, should we do it? Should we not? What should we do there?
Yeah, because it's like when I did the research on it, you know, it kind of gave me some information, but it's like at the same time, it's like I want to actually make sure like we can do it and not get in trouble.
Yeah. But also on the other note, the last two times we have gotten this, because one of the cards that fell out was Valet of Goblets. The last few times we got it in reverse. Look who's upright. So, with it being upright, it represents creativity, new beginnings, and emotional openness. And, that also makes a lot of sense. Because the one that you pulled immediately after that was the Ten of Cups. And I love the it was the...
So you had this one, I had that one. That one was yours, that one was mine, this one was yours, this
yeah,
was
so, that... You had pulled the Chariot in reverse, which is the indecision and, not sure if we should do it, not sure, very unsure about where everything's at.
It's like we should at least take the leap of faith. And
the Ten of Cups. Oh, I love this card. It's one of my favorite cards. So the Ten of Cups signifies emotional fulfillment, happiness, harmony, often associated with strong, loving relationships and family connections.
Okay.
So, it's things feel more optimistic.
Yeah.
King of Swords.
Plates.
Or, yeah.
That was the one that I pulled. Or the last one I pulled.
Can signify a misuse of power, corruption, or lack of clarity and indecision. So, a lot of it definitely does feel like a shit or get off the pot kind of
a deal, yeah.
We'll do a full reading on what we should do next.
Okay.
But that's going to be private reading. But this one's just general readings.
Yeah, I mean, because right now, the way that, when we did my cards, when we blessed my cards and everything, it was saying, forget about the past and move forward, look forward towards your future. And then these ones are saying pretty much take our leap of faith of...
Yeah.
Do it, don't do it, but it's try and take that step into...
Right. Here's one where we might want to keep an eye out on... Because, taking those steps and we're doing a lot of big leaps of faith.
Yeah, doing this was a big leap.
Yes, especially because I know that, especially for a lot of people, everything seems very up in the air. Mm-hmm. But the Seven of Swords, which is this one right here, is essentially stating that, there's dishonesty, someone trying to be cunning, going behind backs kind of thing, and just to, kind of keep an eye out on that. So that might very well be an earworm kind of thing of, yeah, but wouldn't you be better off here? Mm-hmm. You shouldn't be doing that. And it feels very earwormy.
Yeah.
And so, it's definitely... so I'm wondering if it's earwormy of the aspect of, downplaying achievements, because I know that people will tend to do that, especially when you're very proud of something.
Right. And it's we're proud of doing this, even though we were scared and nervous to do it. But it's honestly, I'm glad we decided to do this, because it's from the people that I have talked to about it, a lot of them actually did forget to note this at the beginning. The lovely people at Native Sun. If you guys don't know who they are a food truck that shows up here every Thursday.
They know them by name.
They are amazing people. They are awesome and wonderful. I love their food. I actually became really close to them, and I even sent them a link to our show. Mm-hmm. And she decided to break some devastating news to me, so I want to give a huge shout out to them. Because they are amazing people and they deserve nothing but the best. But she told me that her mom is in hospice.
Oh,
and there's a possibility she may not be making it.
Yeah, and that's always
That's very hard.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was kind of scatterbrained today a little bit.
I don't blame her.
Because, they were busy when I showed up.
Yeah.
They were busy. And, but they were awesome. They were amazing. And she told me that her mom was in hospice and there's a possibility she's not going to make it. So I want to give a shout out to them for giving us amazing, yummy food.
And if you also have the ability and you see the Native Sun truck, do it. They're so
They're
good.
so good.
And reasonably priced.
And they're so sweet, too.
Oh, yeah.
Like, the people running it are so sweet. I did not ask if I could name drop them, so I'm not going to until I get permission. But they did say that they did watch one of our episodes and they thought that it was hilarious, so thank you.
Hope we can give you at least a little bit of a chuckle.
Right. So if you guys want to, I don't know their full schedule, but I do know that they are, if you live here in Green River, Wyoming, or can get up there, they're at the Harley shop here in town, on Thursdays. And then they're over by the Wild Mustang. Not the Wild Mustang. That new restaurant that opened.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I forgot the name of it, but they're.
I also did too.
Horse
Tusk.
No.
No, that's the other one that just opened.
The one that's by Walmart.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They're at the liquor store right there.
Oh, okay.
So they'll be at the liquor store there tomorrow. So
Fridays.
Thursdays, they're here in Green River. Fridays, they're over at the liquor store in Rock Springs. And honestly, their food is amazing. So if you can or would like to, go give them a try. Help them out because they are kind of going through a lot with her mom being in hospice.
Yeah.
And I was like, I get it. I totally do. And she was like, I know, that's why I'm telling you, is because she saw me go through the struggle with me losing my mom.
Yeah.
So,
and unfortunately, I also know what it's like having a parent on hospice.
Mm-hmm. So it's like, I told her that I would give them another shout out or give them a proper shout out in our video. Because they are very sweet, they are very amazing, and honestly, right now they can use all the love and support that they can get with her mom being there. I'm not quite sure exactly what she is in for, but I think she said she had cancer.
Oh, yeah.
And it's like at that late stage part of cancer, so it's like... and I feel bad because I know what it's like to lose somebody with cancer because my grandmother had esophageal cancer.
Yeah.
So, or everybody in my family had some sort of cancer. So it's like, and I lost my grandma in 2003 from esophageal cancer because she was a heavy chain smoker and she had real bad acid reflux.
Well, and I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of my family hasn't necessarily lived long enough to see if cancer appears. Which I know sounds bad, but a lot of the time alcohol gets to them before anything else, which is also a lot of the reason why I don't drink.
Mm-hmm. So, but huge shout out to Native Son. Thank you for everything. You guys are amazing. Your food is delicious, and I will definitely be back next Thursday to get more food.
Yes.
Yes. Their food is amazing.
Oh, yes. I do agree. But hey, on that note there, you guys be safe, don't get kidnapped, and thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
Yay.